Today we're going to learn how to graph linear inequalities. And let me start by saying that what I've seen in class so far is you've done such a great job. You've really embraced the early college way of responsibility and getting your work done, and I love that. And that has led you to acquire a good amount of skills. And one of those skills is graphing linear functions. And so if you have that skill, if you've been working hard, then graphing at least half of these linear inequalities is going to be a piece of cake for you. So let's get started. So this first inequality says y is less than negative 3x plus 5. So it's kind of weird because we're used to seeing equations. Y equals negative 3x plus 5. So let's see what some of the things that we know already. Well, we do know that this is a linear function and that it has a y-intercept. Let me make my scale count by ones. That it's got a y-intercept at 5, right? At 0, 5. And then it's going to go down 3, right 1, down 3, right 1. Or you could do the left side and go up 3, left 1. Same concept, up 3, left 1. And you're going to get some line, right? A line that looks like that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this line dotted. And the reason I'm making it dotted is because it does not say equals. It does not say equal to. So equals to means all the points on that line. Less than means the points on one side of the line, but not including the line. And so our question is, what points are we even talking about? So let's stop to think about that for a second. The point 0, 5. The point 0, 5. If I think of my inequality, y is less than negative 3x plus 5. Let's say I evaluated this function at 0, 5. So I put in 5 for y and 0 for x. Okay, so is 5 less than negative 3 times 0 plus 5? In other words, I'm asking, is 5 less than, well, negative 3 times 0 is 0, 0 plus 5 is 5. Is 5 less than 5? Well, the answer is no. 5 is not a number that's less than 5. So that lets you see why I'm doing a dotted line. I have this line to guide myself, but really the points on this line are not going to satisfy this inequality. In other words, they're not going to give me points that are true. So if you're a little confused, here's all we've done right now. We've graphed the line, but we've made it dotted because it says less than. It does not say equals to. If it said less than or equals to, then maybe I could give a solid line. But let's look at some other points on the coordinate plane. And specifically, I love to use the point 0, 0. I think 0, 0 is a fantastic test point whenever possible. All right, the point 0, 0. Okay, so 0 is x, 0 is y, correct? Now let's go back to this inequality. Y is less than negative 3x plus 5. All right, negative 3x plus 5. And I'm going to substitute 0 in for y. I'm going to copy everything down, and I'm going to substitute 0 in for x. And let's just see what happens. So this is a statement that says 0 is less than negative 3 times 0 is 0. And I got plus 5. So is 0 a number that is less than 5? Is 0 less than 5? The answer is yes. Yes, it is less than 5. And really, I can pick any point that I want to in this area, right? For example, I'm going to get really close to the dotted line, but I know, for example, that the point 1, 1, is in this side of the line. So I'm going to substitute 1, 1. All right, so 1 is less than negative 3 times 1 plus 5. I keep substituting x and y. So 1 is less than negative 3 plus 5, or is 1 less than 2? The answer is yes, 1 is less than 2. It's a little closer, right? But it is true, all right? Last, I'm going to try a point. I'm going to try a non-example, This point over here on the other side of the line, we can tell there's a kind of a left side of this line and a right side to it. This is the point 10, 0. What happens if I try 10, 0? All right, 10, 0. Well, 0 goes in for y. Is it less than negative 3 times 10 plus 5? In other words, is 0 less than negative 30 plus 5, or is 0 less than negative 25? The answer is no, 0 is not less than negative 25. So what does Desmos do when it graphs it for you? It does this. Voila. All right, all of the points in the shaded region are your solutions. All of them.